You'll never believe it. Today we are unveiling a big secret. Behind the scenes, he fixed all the trouble. The families of Wenskin and kids at the orphanage. His handiwork. This time was no exception for OS loyal assistant, but by the time Lai Sheng and others arrived, it was already too late. Due to his investigation and smearing of OS, his boss scolded him severely, and his past legal dirty secrets were exposed. The public began to chase him, even blocking the special investigation unit. The Rumpman from episode 1 was so furious he wanted to record him, with the dad defending his son. He recalled being praised for serving them in another world, feeling sarcastic, so he let them go. Meanwhile, Letter 2A9 circumflex questioned his law enforcement methods. Not knowing that all his efforts to become a prosecutor were in vain, when Letter 2A9 circumflex returned home. He found the floor covered with suspicious footprints. He took out his baton and cautiously walked into the house, only to find drunk Aoi. When he opened the subtitles, he hugged his wife tightly, saying, "Sorry, he'll protect you and Benna." Swain tried to push him away, but he was moved by the mind-boggling words, having seen Aoi kneel to apologize to the victim's son earlier. This man grew increasingly elusive. The next day, the Attorney General announced the Special Investigations Unit would soon be disbanded, with OS set to be mayor and Aoi facing charges for illegal investigation. Just when everyone was distressed, he dropped another bombshell. Aoi. It turns out that the pity in his drunken state yesterday led him to vent to him. This woman wanted to test whether the man was her parallel universe husband and began to believe in this unbelievable matter. Because yesterday, at the man's request, he took him to find a hypnotist. Aoi hoped to use hypnosis to go back to the night he met his wife in the parallel world. Find clues about the murderer, but Letter 2A9 circumflex felt puzzled. Hypnosis began. Aoi entered that night's memories. When he saw his wife bound up, the painful memories caused him to shed tears involuntarily. The two murderous traits emerged. One had a bat tattoo on his neck. He awoke from hypnosis, leaving Shiwen stunned. Aoi didn't seem to be acting. He recalled the man's previous strange behaviors, including knowing the password to his home. He had to gradually accept the fact. Their investigation progressed. Zhang Daoji had ties to a celebrity entrepreneur. Things got complex. Today, they went to investigate OS' insane ex-wife and played the song she used to hum. Both Shang and Shiwen fit the situation perfectly. It was the song the murderer hummed during hypnosis. They learned from former orphanage staff that Shiwen's brother had once adopted a boy named Shanyu. He found that the boy started to hum while the kids see a total maniac. As a result, people in the orphanage started dropping like flies, and based on the method of crime, Aya was definitely the murderer of him and his wife. This celebrity may be among them, possibly OS' illegitimate son. When he arrived at the hospital, the familiar yet terrifying tune played again. The elusive man was humming in front of the elevator. He pretended to be the guy's fan, but fell into his trap. Just as he was about to enter the elevator, Aoi tried to provoke him. He had never anticipated that the other man would give a calm response. At that very moment, he was absolutely certain that the man before him was the murderer. Seeing his playful look and bold provocation, get ready to be at my mercy when Lai Zesheng returns to the Special Investigation Unit. He got bad news. Chwin would receive an award tomorrow, as in the parallel world, while had be killed that night. He resolved to deal with it himself. Time's ill. After Shiwen got his award, the man questioned him, saying, "ID already notified Prosecutor Liu." What? By the time Letter 2A9 circumflex realized, it was too late. They'd been told how he was kidnapped. There was a purple line around his neck. Everything unfolded just like the story during the hypnosis, and Aoi was now in grave danger. This mayoral candidate was conspiring with his men to kill his son, who, as an illegitimate child, was a nationwide young entrepreneur in public but a cold-blooded murderer in secret. He secretly used humans for drug tests to gain his father's approval by removing distractions. Before the wolf cub came down the mountain, he should take him out first, or he would suffer the consequences. He didn't know the bug under the table sent their talk to the fore. "Daddy, you left me no choice." He barged into the meeting during an OIS session, forcing his father to send others away. He then sent him a video, and upon seeing it, Ola was left completely dumbfounded. Because they had tied up Prosecutor Ai Howie in his office and were preparing to kill him unless he handed over his position as the group, if not giving him the mayor dream, Media would expose all, ending his mayoral bid. But he was unaware that the police had already received the news, and Uri Paragraph, divided by along with his colleagues, had arrived downstairs. After a fierce fight, Uri Paragraph, divided by, smashed the glass door and pulled Uri back from the clutches, while the elusive tricks had failed. Don't make me do it again. What do you want from me? How should I behave as a dad right now? Understand? Seeing the man who nearly died for him, she one felt a touch of emotion. Plus or minus dot is circumflex, a grovel x not sign or s or Uri Paragraph divided by paned sign or their micro and paned sign 3/4 I acute I circumflex times a ring paned sign times I circumflex o acute o I circumflex reliclet 4a3. Zhang Deoji was embroiled in a scandal over alleged kidnapping. Meanwhile, Shangzai decided to exploit this to reignite his conflict with the elusive figure. Time fell, we know you left the hammer to catch the suspect. Help us, then pursue your mayoral ambitions. But the seasoned Oa continued to play dumb, then he went back to the elusive figure. We have already discovered your deeds of conducting human experiments, but you're pretending to be totally unflustered.